I'm so excited to finally get this book, Course on Design by Charles Bark and Jean-Leon Jerome. It's a drawing course that was used by students in atelier schools for years and years, and some of the greatest masters from our past copied plates, as you can see in this intro here, such as Picasso, Van Gogh, and John Singer Sargent. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started, and let's draw a couple of these today together. All right, so they're making it pretty easy here. They have a line going this way from here to here, and then a line from here to here. So I'm going to come over here. I could use a ruler, but I think it's just good for me to learn to draw straight lines. And when you draw a line, you could just go for it, or you could do a dot and a dot and just sort of connect it like so. I've been wanting to draw from this Charles Bark plates for a long time, as it's just good practice for the eye and observation. So you can see that my sight line would be this line here, and then this line here, and then I'm looking right here, and so I'm looking at this right here, and then I'm looking here and seeing maybe this line there, and then this line here. And you notice I'm being careful on and not trying to describe which part of the eye or the nose. As you can see, it's a profile of a human face, but try to think in terms of shapes. And see this line here. How far away is it from that straight line? And so not worried so much about my line here, but this space here, I'm going to shade it in. This space right here, or this space right there, looking for that. I can erase that out later. That's just good. I've got my sketchbook set up for this video, and I usually would have it maybe tilted up a little, or maybe on an easel or a drawing board. But nothing wrong with the added challenge. So I'm looking to see, maybe this one wasn't a little demo here. I might be just being a little too careful, but that's okay too. I think that my purpose for wanting to draw from this book is to be better at sighting, finding the sight lines and looking at the relationship from this line to this line and looking at the space in between. And so I'm not going to worry about being perfect. So I've got all of the main lines. I could actually come back and measure. So maybe I want to measure from here to the middle of that crosshairs there. So I'm going to use my pencil there, capture that, come over here. I am off. So yeah, I could do a correction. It may have been better for me to have done that first. I think on the next one, I will map it out just a little bit better with a little more thought about where everything's going. I don't have an eraser on this pencil, which is a good thing. And then I can not worry about this drawing becoming perfect. I'm just working on my skills, and I guess I can say yay every time I figure out a correction. So it's almost like every time I get to make a correction, that would be, yeah, yay, great. So I had to change something. I know this line here is off. So you can find Charles Bark's these images online. You can look them up quite easily, or you can get the same book that I got. I think on Amazon, might have been around $25. not a huge investment that way, but it feels great to be drawing in such a classical manner like that. All right, so this time I'm actually going to do a little more measuring right from the start. A little dot there. Let's measure back to that side, which, oops. I think I prefer to go that way, and then I can tip. The students in my art classes know that we do this together. We measure, and I'll put down the measurement, show them how to do it, and then we just tip the pencil, kind of like that, and you get a little dot. So now basically what I have is I have this intersection from the crosshair, and then this intersection. So it's a little bit like that. Now, this is, it's hard work, and in some ways it's interesting because people say, oh, what did you draw today? And I'm like, oh, I copied a master drawing, and they might not quite understand why I'm trying to emulate someone else. Why aren't I trying to make my own art with my own voice, and et cetera, et cetera. But I strongly believe that we need a good foundation how to draw, and drawing well is just seeing well, and being able to copy, such good training. And then when I go off to do my own artwork, then I have that training under my belt, and I can do whatever kind of art I want. It can be abstract, doesn't have to be particular to any master's style. Right. So I want you to have fun with this. You go ahead and measure everything. That's really good practice. But after you've done a couple, if you're like, oh, I just want to try it without, then do some of that too. Let's go back and forth, and it's really fun to, like, I'm right here and I'm trying to get to there. It's really a fun challenge to see if I can get the length right, and then maybe go back and measure what I've done and see that, that was pretty close. Yeah. I have not been doing a lot of drawing lately. I've been doing a little more muraling and work on my iPad. I have an iPad Pro with a pencil, and been working with the free version of Fresco, which is made by Adobe, which is incredible, and I learn something new every time I work in it. But to be good at drawing digitally, you still need these skills. You still need to be able to see well, copy, draw well, to work digitally. So I could find out where this point is here. I realize this video is probably somewhat boring, as you're just watching me make some marks here. But the idea that this is what it takes. It's not bad. I'm going to finish this one off and then be done for today. So again, by slowing down and measuring and looking for the perfection helps train your eye to be a better observer. So when I am drawing something from life, or make something out of my head, or doing anime or something, yeah, whatever I'm drawing, I need to be able to have the skills, and this is a skill building exercise. So good luck with your skill building exercises that you might be doing. I'd love to see what you're doing. So DM me on Instagram, and Hope to see you soon.